Get the tab and watch ad-free at patreon.com/pedalsteel.
All right, welcome back, gang. Today we're doing Speed Progressions 104. This is strings 5 and 4 using the F lever. So let's dive in. We're going to do the same process, right? We're just taking a harmonized scale and turning it into a speed pick and run, essentially. So our A and F lever scale in the key of G. So here's our pedals up G at the 3rd fret, A and F at 6. So let's just check out that scale real quick. So it goes, the A pedal stays down the whole time. So it goes lever, no lever, no lever, lever. Then we go up a whole step, 2 frets, and repeat that. So lever, no lever, no lever, lever. That is our A and F harmonized scale. So again, we're turning that into some speed picking, just using our right hand. We're going to pick middle, and then thumb is going to pick and slide. Middle, thumb, pick and slide to the next position. Middle, thumb, middle, thumb. Nothing crazy about that. Now this scale is special, right? So the first 3 we've done, right? We did a pedals down, right? And with the using A and B, and those are nice because it starts in a pedals down position and it ends in a pedals up position. Or same with the 6 and 5. It starts in an open. Starts in a pedals up and goes to a pedals down. So our A and F lever one doesn't do that, right? It starts in A and F and ends at A and F. So that's not going to work for our speed picking because we need to be in one of those pedals up or pedals down positions just out of utility. So we're going to learn how to run it from our pedals up position. So let's go back to our scale and run it backwards. What would it look like? So we need to get to that 3rd fret pedals up. So if we ran it descending, it would be lever, no lever, no lever. And so once we're at this 3rd fret, you can just pick it open and now we're at that G. So that's how we're going to run this. We're going to start from our pedals up G, then go pedals down, and that takes us into our A and F scale. Right? So then what would it look like? No lever, no lever. And then right here, even though we're just in a part of the scale, this is still our pedals down G position. So that's where we're going to end it. So essentially, we're starting from pedals up G, picking and pedaling in, running this scale, and then we get here, we're treating that as the end because we're in a pedals down G position. And so just another little thing with this one, just a good habit is to start by picking with a crossover. So I like to pick this first note with index, and then when I pick with middle, then I cross thumb up, and then the rest is thumb and middle. And that's just a good habit to develop. You don't have to do that, but like I said, just something we're going to be encountering a lot. So good to get used to it now. All right, so let's run it with the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, so nothing crazy with that. So we just learned how to run it from pedals up to pedals down. Number 3 is dealing with how to take it from pedals down and go up. So same idea, we're going to start in this 10th fret position. We're going to pick and pedal in, right, into our G chord, right? Even though, right, if I just ran going back to my A and F lever scale, it would be do, re, mi. But we're just treating this mi position as a do. All right, so, but we still got to get back into the scale now. So what would it look like? All right, so lever, lever, no lever, no lever, lever. Lever, lever, no lever, lever. And so we're back at our A and F G position. Same idea, we're going to start with a crossover. So pick index. When we pick middle, bring thumb up. Let's run it with the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, so as you can see, we've taken our scale and now we know how to run it from a pedals up position or from a pedals down position. So number 4, we're just taking a look at just a nice little exit, very common one. So after we run progression number 2, we're just going to pick 5, rock off, and down to 6 with B. So let's run it with the metronome and then we'll explain some stuff. 2, ready, go. All right. So, a nice thing about this exit is that it just sets us up for any kind of pedals down lick. It also sets us up for running on strings 6 and 5, right? Right, we can now run the progression 103, right? So I want you to start thinking about how we blend these patterns together, right? Because this in itself, it sounds good, but it needs more around it. All right, so number 5. We are now going to, this one we're going to come in from our pedals down G position. And we're going to run the pedals up, the pedals down version, number 2. We're going to run it descending. But we don't want to run it 1-to-1 all the time. So now we're going to exit on the 5 chord. So where would that position be, right? Well, look at that. We just landed in a pedals down D position. Right, so again, even though there's our 1 with the A and F lever scale. Do, ti, la, so. Even though it's T, it's still our pedals down D position. So we're going to exit right there with it. And when we get there, we're just going to pick 5, rock off, and down to 6 with B, with the same idea with the one we just did. Now we're set up for all kinds of good stuff with pedals down licks, or running into another scale on 6 and 5. So, and then just a quick look at the walk up. We're just going to pick 6. I like to pick this with thumb for now. Then we'll go index, thumb, and then do our cross up. Index. When I pick with that middle, bring thumb up. And now I'm ready to run just all thumb and middle. Alright, let's run it with the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. like I said, now we can run it into some other stuff. Alright, take it into speed prog 1. Take it into speed prog 103. All sorts of good stuff you can do. Okay, so with number 5, we just went from the pedals down into version number 2 and exited on the 5 chord. Now we're going to do the same entrance on the pedals down G, but we're going to run the pedals down to pedals up version. Right? Right, so what would that one look like? But we're still going to exit on the 5 chord, so we need to figure out where that is, right? Right, so that is technically, no, that's a C, sorry. This would be an A and F D, so that's an option. Or we can keep going. Right, this could be a C position or a G position. But if I keep going, boom, there's my pedals down D position again. Then we're just going to do the same thing, pick, rock off, down to 6 with B. Let's run it with the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. And same idea, not going to beat a dead horse, but now we're set up in a nice position for doing all kinds of licks. Alright, so I want you to take these and, like I said, learn them, especially this pedals up to pedals down one is very common. So get this one kind of hammered into your head, start practicing it in other keys. And then start working on different intros and exits, right? Right, we could take it to the 4, just go down another position. And then take it to a pedals up C. Okay, so now let's take a look at number 7. So this is a blend. I don't want you to think about notes here. This is the whole point of this series, is that we're not thinking about individual notes. We're thinking about progressions. So this one, we're starting with progression 103, right? Just the basic one. 5 and 6, B pedal only. We're running it from our pedals up G. Then we're going to pedal into our D here, 5, 6, and now we're ready to go into our new speed progression. And we're going from the pedals down to pedals up version. All right, so pedals down, which means lever here, lever, no lever, and now we're going to take it into speed prog 101. Which is the 3 and 5 A and B pedals. We're going to pick and rock off, down to 6 with B, then pick 5, rock back on, up to 3. So chromatically walk it up, and then we're going to walk it down just like the normal G position. Right, so that's just our harmonized G. get here, we're going to walk it back down. So pick 5, rock off, down to 6 with B, and we're going back into speed prog 103, descending now. So we're going 5, 6, release B, 5, 6, right? Here would be the B pedal, and now we're going to go back into our 5 and 4 scale, so speed prog 104. So, let's see. So 5, 6, 5, rock on, 4, and here's where we're doing that cross up, and we really need that when we start going fast, right? Cross up, and then we're going to chromatically walk it down, and then just a nice little exit. Pick 5, rock off, 6, 5, 6, release, 7, 8. So again, before we hit this with the metronome, speed prog 103, 104, 101, 103, 104. Okay, let's use the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, let's do a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, you can do it faster? We'll do it faster. I went too fast. Alright, so again, start coming up with some of this stuff on your own. We will get there and come up with some more connections and stuff. But start blending this stuff together, running it in different keys, really hammer it in. This is a very important one, along with the one we did last week. And we will continue trucking next week. Bye.